Hello, do these work as microphones? Can I do like over here? You can still hear me? Hello. It is currently 12:49 on a Wednesday night, and I just had one of the weirdest days amongst one of the weirdest weeks, and I really want to do some baking. And I figured this might be an interesting way to, one, test out my new phone, the new camera on it, and also maybe this can help me work out a lot of the things that have been happening that I just don't know how to deal with. To first give some context, one, I am making brownies. I'm making them from a mix. Also, I had my second day of work this week, second in a row. Now, usually that's no big deal. That's not a big deal to me. I'm usually I can wake up early every day and I can get through all the days and be fine. But it's been so weird having been locked in my room for months, and now suddenly I'm kind of being thrust into a place where there's people constantly, and now I have children I have to take care of, and I am in a whole different role where now I am in charge and I have to lead and I have to come up with art projects and I don't know what to do, and it's like I feel like I have too much control in a situation where I used to never have control in, and I think I liked it better that way because I could just show up and just be told what to do, and now I have to tell myself what to do and figure out what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so it's been weird. The reason I'm actually shaking so much is I had a crazy day of heat stroke today. Okay, so I was taking care of 3 kids today. We had projects and I had to help out with most of them. So for a lot of the day we were outside and they were running around playing in the sun. Now last week I got really burned. I got a really bad sunburn on my face. So today I was certain to put on a ton of sunscreen, and I wore my face mask all day, I wore my sunglasses all day so my face didn't get burned. However, I don't know what happened, but now both of my legs are incredibly red, my hands are getting red, and I think I'm having some sort of, it's like not an allergic reaction, but it's close. So this was a lot worse a few hours ago, but I have my whole thigh has been red, and these small little dots of white have been popping up, and this is exactly what it looks like when you have an allergic reaction. The whole entirety of my thigh has been red. You can actually see like where my top of my Converse started, because I'm so fucking pale. I burn so easily. And now what's really concerning me is that I was getting the exact same little white pattern dots all over my hands. My hands weren't even burned when I got home and we started trying to figure out what was wrong. Bringing back such a weird time where the last time I had anything like this, I was at college and I had 4 incredible people who were taking care of me. Obviously now it's a little different. I have my mom who actually knows how to take care of me and knows how to deal with sunburn. Whereas when I was at college and these 4 people were taking care of me, it was kind of let's give her allergy medication that put me into a coma. It's nothing bad. It's not this is going to be a terrible skin condition or anything. This isn't awful. I just am shaking and I am so hot. I'm burning, and I've tried to put ice on it and I try to cool down, and that makes me freezing cold. So I've just been in a weird state where I'm in 2 temperatures. I'm gonna start baking. Okay, I'm actually gonna get started now because I actually looked at the directions and I forgot that brownies take about 45 minutes to bake, which means it is 1:09 now. I might I might like actually finish putting this all together by like, I don't know, 1:20, so these aren't gonna be done until like 2 in the morning, which is fine because I told my mom I'll be baking these at 3 in the morning, so we're coming in early. Is this camera better? I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, it has to be because my iPhone 6 one was horrible, but yeah. When I was in school, when I had online classes, I wasn't really talking to any of my friends about classes because we didn't have any classes in common. So I felt pretty alone in that, but it meant that I then made more friends in my classes, which was nice. And then once the housing crisis of 2020 occurred, suddenly it's like we're not even talking anymore. And I know they're pretending that it's like fine, but it's like so weird to think the entire dynamic of what my freshman year is going to be completely different. No matter what they say, it just is. Since I live at high altitude, I have to add in some extra flour to my brownies because I can't just make a simple box mix. So I have Hungarian flour. Why? Couldn't tell you, but here it is. So as I was very poorly explaining, I think why it feels so fucking weird right now is because I'm realizing that I don't have the same level of friendship with people anymore. And it's also very weird trying to fit them into a schedule that I built when I was completely alone last year. Like I would go to work, I'd go on a bike ride every day, and I'd like maybe make a few videos, which are always fun. I really love like editing and stuff like this. This is really fun because I've never ever really been on camera. I usually just make edits. This is cool. But it's like so fucking weird to me to like try and communicate with people like on a whim. I don't understand how to do it. I don't understand when 5 people text me at once. I can't fucking handle it, and I freak out and I don't respond for like a day because I'm like, I just don't know how to respond to 5 different conversations at once. I just don't know how to do it. I've never had to do it before because I've never had this many friends before. College, right? That's awesome. Well, my phone cut me off, but I just deleted 4 gigabytes of storage. So if it cuts me off again, that's fucking ridiculous. So I've never had something where I've had to deal with like talking to multiple people at once. I know that's like sounds stupid, but like my anxiety can't deal with it. Also, I can't deal with it when people are like, hey, what's up? Can I ask you a question? So can you just fucking tell me what your question is so then I can sit there? Let me craft an argument for 5 hours and then I can respond to your question, because that's how I operate, because anxiety. I keep getting told what to do. I don't like that. No one's being mean. And when I'm reading texts now, I'm not reading it in their voices. I'm not like really understanding what they're saying anymore. I'm honestly just reading text in such a monotone way that it just feels like everything's an attack. You know this isn't it. You know, like, they're not mad at you. They're not trying to like do anything, but it's like all we're doing is just sending words back to each other. We're not speaking. I'm actually kind of losing my mind because I've only been talking to my mom for such a long time. So this is a mess. I have never baked this poorly in my life. This is the first time I've ever gotten a shell. I have never ever put a shell in anything and I had to get it out. Also, I'm just making a mess, and this is why you shouldn't bake at 1:30 in the morning. It's not a real baking video because I'm just making out a box, but I will show you the pour. Okay, let's film like an epic POV. Okay, so this thing. Oh, that's so long. That was not epic. So the real reason I think I needed to make this is because I'm watching a lot of musicals. I love musicals. I think they're a brilliant genre of movie. I think the biggest problem I've noticed is that I'm listening to the Wizard of Oz soundtrack. I love the Wizard of Oz, one of my absolute favorite musicals, actually just movies of all time. However, the soundtrack is not the best because the songs are songs for the story. They're not breaks from the story to understand character, which I like more. So the fact that I've been listening to it means that I'm so just upset that I need to cling on to my favorite childhood movie. I just have no one right now. Because like I was saying, I have a friend here who just constantly talks about herself. I know that. I know this relationship is not about me. It's about you telling me how you have so many problems because everyone loves you, because this guy had a crush on you, because this guy has a crush on you, because your ex-boyfriend still loves you, and now your new boyfriend loves you. And I don't have that. So I just listen to it. But another problem is that I feel like a lot of other friends are like that too. I don't mind it. I don't personally love talking about myself. I do like more listening to people, but I don't know why, just at a certain point it always gets frustrating to me when people only talk about themselves and barely ever give me a chance to talk. If I like have something to say, I usually will, but it feels like I have to force it to come back to me. Does that make sense? I've been arguing with people, and I didn't want to argue with people. I'm being forced into arguing with one very specific person, and I'm trying to avoid arguments. I just don't respond. But now it's like gotten to a point where he doesn't listen to your argument. He thinks he knows what's right, which it's not. I have done so much more research. I know these movies more than he does. I know this sounds stupid that we're fighting over movies, but we're fighting over movies that are incredibly important to me, and he actually knows that I love them very dearly, and I think it's very rude of him to sort of attack me because I like this stuff. And he thinks that any mainstream movie is awful, and I just can't deal with him anymore because I've been having just the same argument with him for so long, because this is now suddenly the only communication I'm having with this dear friend of mine, this person who I loved hanging out with in college, but now all we're doing is arguing, and I don't know what to do anymore because it's gotten to a point where now I don't want to talk to anyone because I feel like talking to people is getting so difficult for me because it's either not constant or it's too much, and I just am so alone. And I'm starting to feel kind of used too. Like, I've had so many instances this week of like people being like, hi, you need to do this, or hi, can we do this? Oh, never mind, we don't need you anymore. It's happened twice in the past like 3 days. And every time I talk to someone, it's usually either like just short conversations or it's the same conversation over and over again. I don't know what I want. I want someone, I really just want someone on my side. I want someone to like understand what I'm going through and also to just like enjoy the same stuff as me. Like, not everything. I just want like one person who I can just talk to about things and it doesn't become an argument or about how I'm wrong or about how my passions and what I love are wrong. I can't deal with that anymore, and it's fucking frustrating the hell out of me. All I want is just someone to talk to, and someone who will, it's like 50-50, right? They'll listen to my opinion and I listen to theirs. Now the reason I'm making this video, it might seem weird that I'm just like now blabbering to you. This is for myself. My entire YouTube channel is for myself. I am making this essentially as a diary because one, it's gonna sound funny, I don't like writing, but I like visuals more. I like being able to actually see what I was going through. When I had the worst like sunstroke of my life and I was shaking and I was going through all these emotional problems, I can look back. But yes, my YouTube is my diary because the only people who get notified about these are people who I trust, so I know who's watching. Social media is weird because I'm learning on Instagram. I never post because I'm fearing so much judgment, because I went to a school full of homophobes, full of awful people who bullied me, who made me feel awful about myself, and I don't want to put out content and have them look at it and I just don't like imagining what they're thinking. I use Twitter to stalk drag queens. I use Tumblr to make fan edits. I use TikTok to make myself happy because I am doing funny things and I genuinely like them, and also I know the only people following me are people who I like and who I want to see content from. You know what I'm gonna do? The box told me not to eat raw batter, so I am, because I don't like when boxes tell me what not to do, you know? I can take like stop signs, stoplights. When a box tells me to not do something, that's just an immediate sign that I have to. Also, I want to say a comment about my appearance right now. Yes, I am in a SpongeBob shirt and elephant shorts. Why I'm in elephant shorts is because my thighs are burning off and I am in so much pain. I have less than a minute left, so we're just gonna vibe. I really just don't know what can be done because I feel like a lot of this is my own brain, and I know a lot of people are saying to me like, you'll be fine, but it's like you don't really know until you know. You know, I feel like I fixed all my problems just talking them out. I honestly do feel a lot better, so this worked. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, it's a lot. Okay. And we have brownies. Okay, let's get a toothpick. I got a large ass toothpick. It's like very clean. It is 2:25 in the morning. Here's the thing. I know I have to wait for it to like cool down before I can even eat it. So I'm thinking, do I wait and then have some now? Yeah, what am I even thinking? Okay, while we wait for it to cool down, because I think I need to wait like a few more minutes. It looks so good. I have one last thing that I realized I wanted to talk about. I am feeling so creatively stunted. I don't know what's happening. I've been so excited to write this script for so long and I just like can't bring myself to do it. I've been like doing other projects and stuff. I've been doing other hobbies and things, but it's like, I don't know why I just feel so like like I think I'm worried too much that I'm just not gonna do it right the first time because I really love these characters and I really love the story and I really want to write it well. So I just need to try. Yeah, I just need to like sit down with it and do it. I think the problem is that like I was having such a weird sleep schedule. Now I'm on a much better sleep schedule where I'm waking up a little earlier, so I have more time in the day to like do things. So I think hopefully I'll write this thing. I'll create the storyboard comic book that I'm so desperate to do, and it's gonna look so cool. Okay, I couldn't wait any longer, so I just grabbed one. I'm gonna taste it. Oh god, it's kind of crumbly. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, I'm very happy. I don't know how long this video might be. From the looks of it, it's gonna be like 20 minutes. I hope I can whittle that down. Okay, this has been a vlog. This has been a baking video. Bye! Turn the fuck off!